What a sad turn of affairs. There was more to it than just Heldalf and the shepherd Michael. So many factors converged to bring about that disaster.
What happened to that village was so ghastly, you can sort of see how Michael finally came to do what he did. But still, no one except maybe his closest friends ought to buy "I was in the depths of my despair" as an excuse.
Right. The actions he took that day changed the fates of millions.
That's true. It was his thoughtless curse of eternal solitude that paved the way for Kittybeard to become the Lord of Calamity. Without the curse, old Sourpuss never would have hated the world so much. Never would have wanted it to turn into a world of Hellions.
You can't blame the people of Highlander Rollins for seeing him as a monster. But I get the sense that deep down, in his own misguided way, he just wants to bring peace to his country.
Some of the blame, too, has to go to the former shepherd for keeping secret the fact that he'd spirited Mautellus away. Because of that, folks who didn't know the true situation wound up desecrating the shrine and causing Mautellus to transform into a Hellion.
That's right. If they'd only talked about it more openly, there might have been better understanding and cooperation.
It also looks like the former shepherd didn't really trust anyone other than his own flesh and blood. To those who believed in the shepherd, I can think of no greater wound.
True enough. He may have genuinely wanted every one of them to be happy. But if he never shared this desire with anyone, then...
Regardless of Michael's circumstances, it doesn't change the fact that what Heldalf did was unspeakably cruel. That he would toss strangers to the wolves just to further his own interests.
None of this comes down to black and white, that's for sure.
Well, Maven told us just to feel and experience what had happened. We'll go tell him what we felt.
You're back.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just wanted to make sure the monolith doesn't get damaged. Your thoughts?
No one involved was fully in the wrong, but no one was really right either. That's how it felt to me.
A useful understanding to reach. Now, your answer.
Saray, let us hear your answer to this.
My answer is I want to save Heldalf. The shepherd's job doesn't just boil down to quell the Lord of Calamity, or even clean up the previous shepherd's mistakes. When malevolence consumes Seraphim and turns them into Hellions, we save them. Yet when it brings misfortune and grief to humans, we say they only have themselves to blame. It doesn't seem fair.
So that is your answer.
Dunno if it counts as one.
There are humans out there just like Heldalf. He just happened to play one part in a cascade of terrible events.
I'm not gonna say you shouldn't sympathize with him, but I will say it would strike me as bizarre to completely let him off the hook for the horrors he brought to such a peaceful village. And what he's trying to do now is still messed up, right?
Absolutely. It's wrong, period, and I will stop it.
But even so, you would save this man?
If I won't save humans like Heldalf, who've had Hellionhood thrust upon them, I'll never see humans and Seraphim live in peace.
I see. So then you...
Really are an idiot.
Yep, Saray is Saray, and we love him for it.
That's right. He couldn't be anyone else even if he tried.
So, Mr. Teller, that what you were looking for?
For such a man, ending his loneliness would be the sole path to salvation. Do you understand what that means?
Taking his life, I would expect.
Saray.
Can you carry that burden with you?
Indeed. That, even more than your answer, is the crucial matter.
Right. What's important now is whether you truly will not waver. Or rather, whether you truly believe in your answer and are willing to accept its repercussions.
No matter what happens, and no matter what cost.
Wait, are you asking him to prove his determination in battle?
Put bluntly, yes. In order to defeat one who has been abandoned in time, the bonds of strength must be severed. Show me how that is done.
Defeat the one who has been abandoned in time. You can't be talking about...
How to sever the bonds of strength.
So eternal loneliness is a curse, you say? Makes sense now.
Old man,
Now then, show me!
are you ready?
Don't hold back! I certainly won't!
But even if there is a way to sever the bonds of strength,
And if we were to actually use it,
Then what would happen to you?
Do you see why it is you waver? Settle this, Shepherd!
Do not let Maven's conviction go to waste.
Look out! Look out! Look out! This is for you! I shall end it! Luminous Saber!
Look good.
holy fountain!
Lord of Fire!
Look out!
Got you!
Look out!
May your knowledge Not yet.
Well done. What I want to see is not a mere display of strength.
so you really are immortal?
You understand by now, don't you, the way to defeat me?
Yes. Turn my friends into attacks with wills of their own, and use those attacks to pierce through the bonds of strength.
What Dazzle said he did.
Then why aren't you doing it? I'm not a Hellion. Even if you make use of that means, your friends will not be consumed with malevolence. You won't admit it. After all, to demonstrate that method upon me is tacit acknowledgement that it is your only option withheld off as well.
But Maven, isn't there any other way at all?
No. Even Lila's power is not enough to purify one as consumed with malevolence as he is. You should know that.
Saray. Rose.
If you weigh lives on scales, you will falter at the crucial moment. All the more so if it is your friends' lives in question. But if you do waver, and your wavering leads you to a faulty answer, you may never recover. In this way does virtue become vice.
But if you will die for the answer you truly believe in, even failure will not stop you from rising again. What you should fear is not failure, but rather that fear itself will compromise your belief in your answer.
Lila.
Now then, Saray.
If you intend to make this a farce, then I shall end it. Show me, not just with words, but with the spirit of belief. I shall end it. Luminous Saber! It is a damn shame, Lila. Unfortunately, it looks like they still don't understand. So, it was all for naught.
No, just a little bit more. Even when they resented their own helplessness, even when they grieved for a fallen comrade, even when evil schemed to lead them astray, Saray and his companions have pushed ever on, never losing themselves. Knowing fear, but not malevolence, they came all this way to stand here together.
You're really something.
I don't like having regrets, and I don't like giving them to other people either. Don't you forget it.
Saray, Rose, you paralyzed or something? Going up against Hellions is already life or death. It shouldn't be new to you.
Edna. Zavid.
It's just as they said, Rose. Saray, do you remember what I told you? Back at Lady Lake? I didn't come all this way just to be a liability. I said it before. Do I need to say it again?
No.
If the shepherd Saray truly believes in his answer, then surely may he bring an end to the Age of Chaos.
Then show us. Show us your answer.
Saray!
Everyone.
You have good friends, lad.
Darn right. Let's go!
Come at me!
Who's rough?
Don't just charge
Look
in
out!
there!
Maven! This is... my answer!
Old man!
Maven?
I thought I could hold out until you finished it, but...
Maven?
Oh, I'm so sorry it came to this.
You're an idiot too.
You're not wrong, but I have no regrets.
What's going on? What are you saying?
Come on!
It's because I violated the taboo.
If the user breaks the terms of the oath, the special powers granted by the oath likewise vanish.
You should have told us.
Please, do not blame Lila. She merely did what she believed was right for all of you. And it was my decision to make as well.
I believe too. In my answer. And in my friends. And for their sake, I will not waver in what must be done. So there will be no regrets.
It is time to say our farewells.
I promise. I'll never forget what you've told me, Maven. And I'll teach it to others as well.
Saray, you've... Never did I imagine I would die with others by my side. Thank you.
Let's go!
To Camlon?
Yeah. Maltellus should still be there.
Let's make for Elysia first.
There should be a road there leading to Camlon. We saw Gramps come running when the village fell.
Oh, that makes sense. So Camlon was close to Elysia.
Very likely. That fits with the idea that it was a strategically important location for Highland, Rollins, and the Northern Powers.
Yeah, good point. But it looked to me like the road to Camlon was sealed off.
Yeah, by my mother.
You can cry if...
I told you I'm not going to cry.
Looks like this is the final battle.
Let's end this.
Right on!
So if we cut the tie between Maltellus and Heldalf, we'll be home free, right?
I'm not so sure about that. He's strong enough to use the Earth itself as a vessel. Will that really be all that it takes?
Right. We'll probably have to purify all the malevolence attached to the land as well.
Is that right, Lila?
She sells seashells by the seashore. Yep.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
He's got to be doing that on purpose.
Originally, he was the one who would purify the land. His power was the blessing of the land itself.
Like a natural purification of sorts, huh?
Don't think that's gonna be enough this time.
Certainly the activities of the shepherds also contributed to the Earth's natural purification from the outside.
But now it's just Saray, and no one else.
We need to have a plan of action before moving on. But all the same, we can't sit around brooding all day.
for sure. Hey, Seraphim grant blessings and good fortune, right? What kind of good fortune would you guys bring?
Mine would probably be something like academic achievement.
Let me guess. Lila would be family safety and security?
Quite possibly.
Mine would probably be lucky in love, by which I mean a pretty lady'd fall in love, and I'd get lucky.
I suppose I'd be perfect health.
You? Really? That'd be odd.
Not really. I've been hit by lightning on multiple occasions. Tumbled off the peak of Rayfalk, gotten caught in an enormous landslide. Stubbed my pinky toe on the edge of the dresser, gotten a tiny fishbone stuck in my throat. And yet, here I am, safe and sound.
Holy crap! Well, okay, some of that was just regular crap, but still, whoa!
You really are lucky, Edna.
To a bizarre extent, even. But it's how I survived being near my brother even after he had turned into a dragon.
Though I'm not sure it was entirely blind luck. Hey, Rose. You knew Maven from before, right? How did you guys meet?
One time when we were being pursued, he lent us a hand. He even showed us to a hideout without asking any questions.
You must be talking about Tintagel ruins.
Yep, but I never thought the inside would be like that. What? If you got something to say, spit it out.
I just thought that maybe he approached you because he knew you had high resonance. As in, like, he was out to gather information as a storyteller would.
Oh, that sort of stuff, huh?
That sort of stuff?
Yeah. Doesn't matter to me what he was after. He helped us out, and we had a lot of fun together. That's all that matters.
Do you think so, Saray? He might have had the same intent with reaching out to you, too.
Doesn't matter to me either. To me, Maven is just the man who taught me what it means to be an explorer.
Got a problem?
Hey, ease up. You guys are making me look like the bad guy here.
I wouldn't worry too much. You always were.
Give me a break.
Found it. Totally found it.
Don't overdo it, Rose.
The power
Did you hear? Another war coming on.
Yeah, looks like both Rollins and Highland are ready to take the kid gloves off. It's gonna get ugly.
Yeah, and I hear it's all going down at Glaven Basin.
This is too good.
Damn straight. Food and weapons, medicine and coffins. We're gonna make a fortune.
Another war? This is bad. If any more malevolence collects...
That's probably exactly what he wants.
You mean Heldolf, yeah?
Let's go take a look. Sounds like it's around Glaven Basin.
All right! I finally found where he's located.
Hey!
Careful! You okay?
Thank yous. I'm a bit weary from my journeys. But it's time to settle the scores. Gotta hurry to the cat's corner.
The turtles. He's still hurt.
He's going to Cat's Corner, huh? Is he going to have a duel there?
It's the illusionary village where cats live.
It might become a huge cat and turtle free-for-all.
So, I wonder, where exactly is this Cat's Corner?
I've never heard of it before.
I don't know much either.
We're gonna have to do some research.
Let's start by asking Seraphim who are knowledgeable about regional lore.
Good idea. Guardian Seraphim are more likely to know something about the lore or legends. I can't believe it. Both of the Medusa-type Hellions are...
They're probably Cardinal Fortin's sisters.
Are you sure? It seems like too much of a coincidence.
Well, the only way to learn the truth is to ask the Hellions themselves.
But how?
If we're right, then I'm guessing they've gone back to their hometown.
A gut feeling?
Sort of, yeah. Just a hunch based on how humans think.
Well, it's not impossible, psychologically speaking.
Halfway logic is better than no logic at all.
And Rose's gut hasn't led us astray yet.
But we can't go there right now. Glaven Basin is currently closed off.
So, we'll have to sit tight and wait for an opportunity, huh?
Reporting casualties for the Blue Tempest Knights. 118 wounded, 30 dead.
Be careful.
Report. Approximately 50 casualties on the enemy side.
Is it over already?
Don't kid yourself.
It's no more than a skirmish along the front lines.
If both armies were clashing full on, the body count wouldn't be anywhere near this low.
This low?
Where are the Platinum Knights?
Sir, they're still struggling to evacuate Lastenbell.
Can't they see there's no time?
Saray, there's no point in just staying here.
The Platinum Knights are in Lastenbell.
Let's go see Sergei.
Yeah. Boss!
Talfrin, what happened?
We were all captured in Pendrago. They said we murdered the Cardinal at the behest of the Kingdom of Highland.
What? But I was the one who...
It was Lunar. He approached the Empire and suggested they frame it this way.
Of course. The Empire was just itching for a justification to launch a war.
If they could tell the world that Highland had assassinated their cardinal...
Almost too perfect.
Lunar laid an ambush for us. If Igil hadn't shielded me, I would've... I'm sorry. I couldn't do anything but run away.
We knew this might happen sooner or later. Part of the job description. But still...
Rose, you should go.
But we have to stop the war!
We all know what they'll do now that they've trumped up a justification.
Dispose of the evidence.
You can't leave them like that, can you?
After all, they're your family.
You said it yourself, didn't you? You and I have two very different jobs.
Thank you. I'll be back.
What about us? Should we be rescuing the scattered bones or stopping this war?
Both are vital, but we can't be in two places at once.
Sergei's in Lastenbell.
Alicia's probably at the Highland Army base.
Then...
If I remember correctly, wasn't there some kind of cave or something leading to Highland around here?
Right, the Lamorak Cave.
Prepare for the assault! Once we receive the royal order, our entire forces will destroy the Roland's army!
What's this?
My, Shepherd Saray. Welcome to our base. Perfect. We're moments from receiving the royal order authorizing our assault. And the messenger will be an old friend of yours.
You can't mean...
You're making Alicia do that?
It's cruel of Bartlow, but still an ingenious plan. If she brings the order, the war is on, and should she refuse, he can have her court-martialed for treason. I can only imagine her dismay.
You disgust me.
Will you attack me? Please, be my guest. Then I could reasonably claim that spies from Roland's were in our camp, No need to wait for a royal order.
Looks like the odds are stacked against us.
We're going to need Alicia's help to hold back the army.
Alicia, is it? Go ahead and try then. I'm very curious.
Alicia wasn't at the army base. Let's check over at Lady Lake.
But if we get Alicia involved, we'll have no choice but to tell her that Maltran is a Hellion.
She'd be hurt for sure.
I'm aware, but there's no other choice.
How dare you obstruct our glorious battle!
You're a disgrace to Highland!
What's gotten into you?
Alicia!
Mayor Nolan? Saray?
We'll talk later. Are we good, Lila?
Yes! I've reactivated her Squire's Pact!
Hey, princess. Name's Zavid. Nice to meet you.
Right.
That look in your eyes says you have a question.
No, I think I'll focus on the battle for now.
And that's more or less what brought us here.
I see.
Zavid always talks about himself.
We'll fill her in later. Why were those soldiers attacking you?
Probably because I've been stalling the war. I have yet to deliver the royal order authorizing our attack.
And they hate and resent you that much?
You can see for yourself. There's not a thing in the world that can prevent this war now.
You're giving up?
What else can I do? What else do you expect me to do? The king has commanded that we launch an attack on Roland's. An official royal order has already been issued.
If that dumb piece of paper's causing you all that grief, why don't you just chuck it?
Just chuck it? What exactly do you mean by chuck it?
Just what I said. Tear up the damn thing like it never existed.
I can't!
You can't expect Alicia to do something like that.
Hey, no pressure. I don't mind seeing her beautiful face all scrunched up in pain.
No. Saray, I think perhaps the only way to stop this war is to do as Zavid suggested. Would you be willing to assist me in this?
Are you sure about this? You would be rebelling against your own country.
I know the risks.
All right.
Well, if Alicia's made up her mind, we can't refuse her, can we?
Zavid, may I trust you in this matter as well?
I can't decline a heroic princess. Your face looks better with a smile on it anyway.
One ray of hope is that Lady Maltran is the one commanding our army. She is bound to cooperate with us. What's wrong?
I hate to tell you this, but Maltran's not gonna help you. She's a Hellion. She serves the Lord of Calamity. She was the one pushing for war in the first place.
Edna!
We had to tell her at some point.
Yeah, better she hear it now than get stabbed in the back later.
That can't be true! Don't you even dare joke about such a thing!
Alicia, please calm down.
No, Lady Maltran, she always encouraged me, even when... I apologize. I will see Lady Maltran and verify this for myself.
Back to that scrunched up face of hers.
My instincts tell me that there's treasures nearby.
Hey, are your eyes okay?
It's fine. My vision's good.
Oh, good. So that means you've become stronger.
Just a little bit blurry is all.
A little bit? That could cost you your life in battle.
Perhaps. But this is something you need to see through. To the end.
Well,
We've got way more important things to worry about.
Saray needs you. Nothing will change that.
Let's go, Alicia.
Okay.
Is that a treasure chest?
I hate to break this to you, but...
Ready, Mikleo? Welcome! Purification complete! You've toughened up a bit yourself.
Yes, I've been undergoing intensive training. Under Lady Maltran.
Oh, I see. let me know if there's treasure nearby. Got it? I can smell herbs nearby.
Milady.
So, you finally figured out who I really am.
Why?
For the ideals I cherish most. Now, messenger, the royal order, if you please. We have a war to start. Then I'll take it by force. This way. Too many prying eyes out here.
Ready, everyone? Aye! Everyone, that's the way! Well, that was quick.
How? How could she?
Alicia.
Lila, what type of Hellion is Maltran?
I honestly cannot tell you for sure.
So all we know is she's one to watch out for, huh?
A strong, sexy lady. I'm not seeing the downsides myself.
Let's be quick about this. I have other work to attend to.
Why, Lady Maltran, why?
You are disgracefully slow to catch on. What you see before you is reality and truth. One who cannot accept reality for what it is has no hope of being a leader to the people.
I acknowledge my lack of resolve, but...
Then you should have realized by now that your naive ideals have no meaning whatsoever in this present state of affairs. Not to the kingdom, not to the citizenry, certainly not to me.
Then why did you act so encouraging and supportive to me all this time?
Because you serve two vital functions. One of which was your utility in getting Highland and Rollins to finally clash with their full military might. Your incessant whining was just the thing to provoke Bartlow and the others to action.
Alicia's ideals do hold meaning and value.
That's right. Saray believes in her, even if you don't.
And he isn't the only one.
I'm giving my dear pupil her final lesson. Kindly stay out of this.
What, you can't deal with reality and truth?
So many empty words. Who's slow to catch on now?
A fair point. No need to exchange words when blows will suffice. For your other vital function.
Stand back, Alicia! All right.
I can do this!
Your technique is appalling, Alicia.
Lila, what's her weakness?
I don't know. I can't tell. She's a Hellion, but she's suppressing her nature. It's not working.
I'm not letting you purify me. What truly needs purification is this entire world.
Please, Lady Maltran, stop! You are just being deceived by the Lord of Calamity!
You're soft to the core, aren't you? Of all your flaws, that might be. What I hate about you the most. This is reality, Alicia. I have proven my dedication to my lord. I have no regrets.
Alicia! Alicia.
I can't do this. I can't! I want to go home! I don't care about all this anymore! About the war, about our nation, about our people! I'm sick of their gossip, their mockery, their lies! Everything! I quit! I'm done being a princess, being a knight! Bartlow and his goons can do whatever they want! I've tried so hard for everyone. What good did it do? And still
And yet, you still want to stop the war, right? I feel just like you, in a lot of ways.
The strength of a knight exists to protect. Their kindness serves the people. Lady Maltran's words still linger in my ears. I know she undoubtedly meant nothing by it, just some pretty nonsense to lead me on.
Maybe. But even if she did, you took those words to heart, didn't you? And the Alicia standing right here is as real as it gets. You can count on it.
I'm sorry you had to see this side of my reality. Let me see what I can do about the Highland Army. I'm naive and soft and whiny enough to think it'll work. That's just who I am.
Young folks, always with the melodrama.
Sorry about that.
What? Are you crying too?
It's so beautiful.
You say something?
Nothing.
Do you think Sergei will be able to stop the Roland's army?
It'll be all right. Sergei will do it no matter the cost.
That just makes me worry even more.
The vanguard of the Roland's army is probably at Lastenbell by now. Why don't we go check it out?
Maltran said something about Alicia serving two purposes for her. What do you think the other one was?
If I had to guess...
Judging from what we know of the aims of the Lord of Calamity,
she was to be a tool to stain Saray with malevolence.
Most likely by killing her, though we avoided it at the last minute.
How could anyone be so...
Hey, maybe it was just that she got off on the academic thrills of teaching swordplay to an eager pupil.
You're the worst, Zavid.
Go die, like right now.
I'm going to glare ... at you right now so
Well, excuse me for trying to ease the tension.
I wonder what Rose is up to. I hope she isn't doing anything unwise.
It'd be unwise to hope for that at all.
If it bugs you that much, why don't you go to Pendrago?
So this thing was a tool used to defeat the Lord of Calamity.
Well, whatever it's for, with Mautellus and Heldolf all fused together, it stands a chance of working.
Zavid, did you willingly give it to Saray knowing that information?
Oh, snap, you got me figured out! Not. I just thought that'd be cool to say. It's like I told you, just a hunch. It's not like I'm some kind of prophet or whatever.
I mean, what exactly is this thing? How did you get it?
I just picked it up somewhere. Where, you ask? I forgot.
It's a little hard to swallow that it's just a coincidence, don't you think?
Well, believe it, don't believe it, whatever. That's how the world works.
All right, I won't ask anymore.
But sometimes, your will creates chances for certain things to happen. You want to know what they call that? Destiny.
Destiny, huh?
Well, in any case, it's yours now. How you use it is all up to you.
Whether what happens after you pull that trigger is coincidence or destiny
is up to me, huh?
Lies and prevarications. That's all you're good for.
Yeah, why aren't you fighting back against Hyland?
Please, calm down and listen to me. I'm sorry. I couldn't stop war from breaking out.
There's time to prevent the worst.
Yes. I'm trying to minimize the casualties. That's why I'm asking the citizens to evacuate the—
Screw that! Did my dad and brother die because of those Highland bastards so you could run away?
You useless, bleeding heart pacifist! So we just hand Last and Bell over to Highland. Is that it?
Never!
You must understand the danger here. Highland is sweeping towards us with their entire army.
Then we'll fight back with our entire army!
The killing will never stop at that rate.
A knight afraid of killing his enemies? You should be ashamed of yourself!
Yeah, get out there and slaughter those Highland scum! It's our city and our property! We'll never surrender it!
You coward! You don't even care! Your job should be to protect us! Let's step outside of town for a moment.
Don't you run away, you craven good-for-nothing!
Traitor! Chicken Knight, have you no pride?
Put your life on the line for justice!
Huh. Ignorant townsfolk? They don't even know what you're going through!
Nevertheless, I can understand where they're coming from. The clash with Highland has already cost us many lives.
But still...
The citizens' malevolence has suddenly intensified.
It's like there's something else going on.
Sergei, we'd like to help you with this. There's still a chance we can stop this war. Alicia's doing all she can to rein in the Highland army as well.
I have heard the tales of Princess Alicia. Perhaps one day the two of us...
Ah! A Hellion!
Sergei, watch out!
Daddy!
There's something wrong here, but... Men, take formation 3! We cannot pull back if the people of Rollins are threatened. Run, child!
We should join them.
Right!
I'll thank you to stop interfering.
Not after all my work setting this up.
So you were behind this!
Hurry! We need to break her domain!
Yeah, otherwise Sergei's in big trouble!
Darn it! Did we lose her?
Wait, there's someone over there!
Huh? Sergei and the Knights?
Yes, we were able to drive off the attackers.
Zavid!
Whoops. Don't respond to the Seraphim, stupid.
To fool even the wind. Impressive illusions.
Good thing her acting sucks. I'm just too much of a people person.
What are you up to disguised as Sergei?
The question is, what am I not up to?
But I know what he's up to right now, and that's getting torn to pieces by Hellions! Bring it on, Shepard!
This feels wrong!
That's the point. Don't hold back. Got it?
Right! This isn't Sergei, no matter what!
I have you! You may feel it lighten up! You're done!
Different swing! Ready, kill! Strike! Everyone! Yeah! Sword flare! It's time! Howling blade! Full death! Alright!
You're gonna get tricked!
Vision sight! Ready, kill! Tiger blade!
Feel the burn!
Tiger blade! Alright! Grimler! Forward start! I got you! Yeah! Grimler! Almost Spite Eagle!
Torrents of wind! Forces of nature!
I got you! Howling Shadow! Ready, kill!
You may feel it lighten up! Guard decay! Magnetic field! Shield!
Back off!
Not
Splendid job, Saray.
Let's keep it up!
You show no mercy at all, do you?
Why would we? You're not Sergei.
But of course, you and Chivalry Timbers, 2 peas in a pod. Friend equals save, enemy equals kill, no malevolence equals protect, Hellion equals exterminate. What a simple and beautiful world you live in. How utterly convenient.
Huh? What are you getting at?
I'm saying that all it comes down to is your ego. An ego that is the foundation of malevolence.
That's not true!
Yes, I fan the flames, I won't deny it. But it's perfectly natural for the people to be filled with rage and hatred. But you call it malevolence and you try to stamp it out. The mission of the Shepherd, the code of knighthood. Whatever name you devise, the excuse remains the same. Tell me, Shepherd, what definitive proof do you have that you yourself are not corrupted by malevolence?
Nonsense! Saray is not corrupted!
Of course not. As pure and righteous as your previous Shepherd.
I'm not doing this for the sake of some mission or person. I'm doing it because I believe in it. That's all. And Sergei is the same way.
A lame stab at justification.
Wrong. I've always been like this.
And he always will be.
With the support of your friends, huh? So that's what sustains you.
Saray.
Let's go back. Sergei will be all right.
Saray, over there!
Looks like their battle is over.
Sergei!
I'm fine. However...
Captain Sergei, we heard what happened. Thank you for rescuing this child.
I just wanted to avenge my father and my brother.
I know how you feel. But if you act on every impulse, you're no different from the beasts of the forest.
I didn't care about any of that. I thought if I could kill even one Highlander, I could die happy.
You should know better than that! We're all human. There's no reason we can't find a better path to follow.
Can we search for that better path together, so that no more have to die?
Very well. We'll hear you out. That's all I can promise.
I am honored. The truth is, I too yearn to fight like a beast. Everything I say is a lie. I must be entirely corrupted by malevolence.
Not at all, Sergei. I wonder what Rose is up to. I hope she isn't doing anything unwise.
It'd be unwise to hope for that at all.
If it bugs you that much, why don't you go to Pendrago?
Look, another one.
That's number 5.
What happened?
Didn't you hear? Every night lately, someone raids one of the nobles' mansions.
Funny sort of burglar, too. They leave one of those notes around every time they pull off a heist.
And then they tossed the stolen money all over the streets. If only we'd gotten here a bit earlier, we could have snatched some of it.
Who would want the rotten charity of a thief anyway?
I'm really worried about Rose.
But there's nothing we can do right now.
Any move she makes is bound to be under the cover of night. Let's wait until dark.
Let's head for the Nobles District. If Rose is anywhere, it's probably there.
Wait.
What do you mean you can't pay me as promised?
Of course not. Do you realize the extent of our losses?
30 guards injured. Over 20 million gold's worth in damages.
So what? Not my fault your guards are such incompetents.
Be that as it may, it is you whom the thief is after.
The Scattered Bones execution will be early tomorrow morning. Settle your problems there. After that, we'll see about your reward.
And how am I supposed to find her?
That sounds very much like a problem that is not mine.
You used to work with her. You're a creative fellow. I'm sure you can come up with something.
Yeah, whatever.
The Hellions?
Torrents of wind.
Focus!
Forces of nature.
Will be gone! Not yet!
You may feel it right now.
I got it!
Crap! We lost that damn fox.
Let's get hunting. We need to find him before dawn.
So, Lunar, we meet again.
Yes, just the way you wanted it.
Good. This would have been a bit trickier if you'd been stuck in a jail cell.
I didn't want to be here, but now I'm thinking I just might enjoy this. When I kill you with my own hands!
Forget it! Just run!
What's wrong? You're looking ragged!
Sorry, a certain fellow would never forgive me if I let her die like that.
Leave him to us. They need you, Rose.
Got it. I'll be right back.
Shepard!
Don't let your guards down. He's a Slimer.
Yes, his malevolence is highly intensified.
Ready for dirty dance?
You'll be gone!
You may feel a slight numbness.
Get lost! Dance, Embers! Shadow shot! Okay! Try this on!
Police, I'm here for you! Thank you, boss.
You're gonna get bit!
Shatterbang!
Magnetic fields!
Big circle! Not yet!
Rose, keep it together!
Thank you.
Gale Force!
Beast Thunder!
Ready for dirty dancing?
Get lost! Dance, Embers! Tiger Blade!
You may feel a slight
Back off! Get lost! Kendrick Flames!
You may feel a slight
Kendrick Flames!
Guard the cat! Torrents of wind!
Force out! Bending Gale! Not yet! Back off!
You alright, Akil?
Somehow...
Hellgate!
You're first!
Guess we're even.
You good to go?
He's my family. I'll handle this.
Shut up! Gonna feel the burn!
Shining mirror!
Ready for dirty death!
Hear the storm!
Let's give it up! May your knowledge be from you! You may try this on!
Faster, stronger, harder,
Oh, holy waters! May your knowledge
Get meat!
This doesn't look good!
Lord of Wind!
Get his wind!
Lord of Water! Open way forward!
Go!
Here goes! Break on through!
Hold it!
Go!
Shatter to loot! Ocean Flash!
Magnetic field! Geostigma!
Frenzy Gale! Solid Thrust!
Lighten up!
I got you!
Ready for dirty dancing?
Solid Thrust!
You may feel it!
What?
What's wrong, Shepard? Can't purify me?
Keys?
It's the same as the Cardinal. Boss!
What on earth? Rose!
This is my job. May these weary bones find peaceful rest.
The hell with that! I spit on your peaceful rest! For all your fancy words, you're nothing but a street thug!
I know.
A murderer and a fake family!
So?
Takes me dead! Sit down!
Boss! I sense treasure nearby.
wonder if Rose is okay.
She's with Igil. I'm sure she'll be just fine.
You're right. But it's unfortunate that their feelings didn't reach Lunar.
Or maybe they did.
What do you mean?
I think Lunar wanted to deny the existence of things like families and comrades. And that was exactly why he was so attached to Rose and her compatriots.
He probably thought that if he acknowledged them, they would shun him. And so that's why he lived a life of solitude.
How ridiculous. What's wrong about relying on other people in times of...
That sort of concept isn't something you can just throw away easily. Especially if you've got a troubled past.
Everyone in the Scattered Bones carries their past with them. Like a sort of burden. Maybe he couldn't accept that.
If that's true, then I feel sorry for him.
Is this really the time to be dawdling around here? What an embarrassingly poor shepherd you are.
What are you getting at?
You're missing the war. The Roland's Empire and the Kingdom of Highland. Battle of the century.
What?
If you run, you might still catch it. I hear there could even be an extra special guest star. Bring your popcorn.
Looks like that's our next job.
Rose?
You'll need friends to get the job done, right?
Lila! What is that?
Oh no! It has been born!
They actually exist?
So they can all see it.
Yeah, it's fully materialized.
Focus, guys!
A veteran, Hellion. We can't let our guard down even for a moment.
Maybe so. They were losers from the moment they became Hellions.
It's a monster! Someone do something!
Enemy spotted!
The undead pack some powerful arts, bro.
They can also ward, so keep an eye on them.
Wonderful!
That's the way!
Here I go! They can asleep! We can't go in first! There's still more! Right on! Go on!
It's all over! We're doomed! Doomed!
Might as well.
Save me, Mother.
Can we do anything about that thing?
If we can't,
Friggin' huge!
Yeah!
Saray! Over there!
So, this is what it's like to be.
You can't give up! Stand up!
Run!
What on earth is going on?
Saray is back there fighting it. A dragon.
We're gonna live! I'm not going for...
Both of us, too!
You got it! I don't intend to die here!
Tough old lizard.
It's feasting on the malevolence, generated by the human's fear.
Sounds, tasty?
So even the power of the shepherd is not enough? It's a genuine miracle they're even standing!
How can he fight like that?
He's the shepherd. No, that's not it.
It's just who he is.
Blue flame!
Break through! Fire! Vermilion crest, burn it away! Burst! Burning shark!
Shatter to lose!
No escape!
Save Zero! What?
Get lost! Trap them!
Here it comes! Aiming fire!
May your soul take this! Deliver that lightning now's my chance!
Edgar and Crimson!
I'm not dead yet! Crimson flame! Crystal! Well, crap. I can't do this much longer.
Rose!
Saray! We will fight at your side!
Who's afraid of a dragon? Just a big old lizard!
Suddenly things aren't looking so bad.
Yeah! We still got a chance! Let's do this! May your knowledge be with you! Tiger Blade! Mayan Towel! Not yet! Back off! Right there! I got you!
Hell yeah! Go on. Do it, Saray.
The malevolence. It's vanished.
Yeah.
Well, that was my exercise for the year.
Yeah.
But we made a difference. Let's treat ourselves to a break. How about our old hideout?
Whew. I'm exhausted as well.
No surprise. We took down a dragon.
We managed to stave off the worst somehow. Let's just be grateful that we're alive, yeah?
Ready, Mikleo? Multiple current! Dance, Embers! Alright!
Splendid job, Saray.
Let's keep it up!
Such an innocent face.
Asleep or awake?
No need to worry. Saray's got it together.
Yes, I know, but...
He's almost 2 together, huh? Sounds like something a mother would say.
Can it be sister at least? Although I am far older.
All right, sister. We ought to rest up too.
Yes, I'll just tuck both of them in.
Morning.
Not even. You've been sleeping for 3 days straight.
You're kidding! I was wondering why I was so famished.
Let's go get something to eat.
Indeed, Saray woke up just before you did.
After we're done, let's head on over to Lastenbell. I gotta check on how everything wound up.
Sheesh, workaholic much? Though I guess I shouldn't talk.
Aren't you curious?
Well... yeah. If anyone's warmongering, I got some killing to do.
Maybe we should leave her here.
Lila, those dragons used to be seraphim, right?
Yes. They were likely seraphim of considerable power. Most likely, he captured them and shut them away in an area where malevolence is likely to gather. Like a battlefield, for example.
As a sacrifice.
A battlefield is like a microcosm of our world. All kinds of emotions spiral and whirl about in a place like that.
You mean like fear and hatred? The kind of emotions that would beget dragons.
Those aren't the only ones. There's also bravery. The bravery needed to stand up against the dragons. And that's something you invoked.
Then I can't give up yet. Not as long as there's still hope. I'll just have to believe. Both in Sergei and in the world that humans live in.
Indeed. And we will believe in you.
What's this?
Saray, look!
Alicia and Lucas!
As a messenger of the Kingdom of Highland, I am here to discuss terms of a truce. I would like to meet with a representative of the Rolance Imperial Army.
We honestly wish we could allow you to pass, but Highland and Rolance are still officially at war.
This is a decision that has to be made at the top. I'm afraid as mere rank and file,
Alicia! Lucas!
Saray!
I knew you were alive!
You're meeting with Rolance?
I hope. It seemed like this might be the last chance for diplomacy.
A Highland princess wandering all the way here with no escort? You're a trooper.
What do you mean? She's got the best guard in the world.
If there's a chance we can stop the war, it's a small price to pay. But we're running into some, jurisdictional issues.
Shepard?
You're with the Platinum Knights, right? Do you think you could contact Sergei for us? Tell him that Saray's friend, Alicia, has come to visit.
If it's a meeting between friends, then the Knights have no need to interfere.
I'm sorry my subordinates couldn't be more flexible with you.
Not their fault. I hear they work under a very rigid captain.
You caught me there. So you're Alicia. I am Sergei, a friend of Saray. Well met.
I'm Alicia. My sincere thanks for helping us the other day.
Not at all. Would you like to join me for some tea?
Certainly. I'm thankful for this opportunity.
We won't let it go to waste.
Damn peaceniks. Putting good mercenaries out of jobs. This calls for booze. What do you say, Shepard?
All right, that should do it for now.
Yes, thank you for all your help.
Aw, it's over already?
The first meet and greet. I've received an invitation to Pendrago Castle.
By yourself?
In exchange, His Imperial Majesty of Rolance will allow me to meet for direct negotiations. Not bad for a bottom-rung princess, huh?
We are comrades who battled the dragon together. The Empire will have the decency to acknowledge that.
Neat.
Guess the peace talks are in good hands.
And here I thought the war would be dragging on and on.
Oh no, that was a pretty good one! I'm jealous.
Is it a competition?
Saray, would you be interested in coming to Pendrago with us? You're a key figure in bringing our two nations together.
Thanks. But that's a dream that you should be the one to fulfill.
I suppose. Best to you on your journey.
You too, Alicia. Sergei.
Not to mention our plastered buddy out there. Boy, he didn't waste any time turning her down. Right there in front of him, the perfect date. No wonder girls don't dig shepherds.
Well, what can you do?
Yes, we're talking about Saray after all.
Seriously.
There you have it.
I hear they're actually making progress with the peace talks. That Princess Alicia is a godsend.
She sure is. If only a certain layabout would follow her example.
My doggie's happy too. She hates war.
You and me both, puppy. You and me both. Hey, bud. You up for a drink?
Anything to get out of this armor.
Our departure can wait a day.
Huh? But...
So sleepy all of a sudden.
Oh, my back. I gotta lie down.
Get us a nice room.
Come on.
Thanks, Lila, for hanging out with me.
Don't mention it. I was thinking of coming up here and watching the city anyway.
So this is where Soray's guidance has led us.
Indeed. I'm sure he is doing much the same, watching them and thinking about how far we've come. Edna and Zavid too. After our long journey with the shepherd, I imagine they're using this time to reflect on their past and, perhaps, their future.
Kinda like us, huh?
Well, well. Edna coming to see me? Should I be scanning the skies for pigs?
I want you to tell me, why were you killing Hellions?
Where'd this come from? And why now?
Is it to save them? Did you make up your mind that it's something you have to do in order to save them, like Soray did?
Oh, I get it. You still haven't quite wrapped your head around the idea of death as a form of salvation. And so every time you put it into words, it's been to convince yourself.
Edna is a smart woman. I imagine right now she's busy sorting out her feelings before we face our final battle. No doubt she's consulting Zavid for guidance. He's seen more of the world than any of us, the good and the bad.
You're really a good study of people. You should have been a school teacher.
Oh, but Rose, you had something you wanted to ask me, didn't you?
When the dragon appeared, Soray found his answer right then and there, didn't he? It was that he didn't want that battlefield to see any further killing or bloodshed.
Yes, and then he immediately took the actions he deemed necessary in order to achieve that. Time flows differently for people with a vision, or so it seems to the rest of us sometimes.
He's incredible.
Wow, look at all those stars.
Yeah.
I forget who said it, that there are as many emotions as stars in the sky. I can totally see that.
A metaphor for how each emotion sparkles in its own way, huh? Must have been a romantic who came up with that one.
But you can also sense his insecurities about that, can't you, Rose? Like he's constantly on edge, worrying that if he let his guard down even a little bit, he'd lose his way again.
I think Soray himself might be the only one who doesn't see that. I mean, you know how little it takes for a taut string to go snap, right?
Are you worried?
Not worried, really. Whatever happens, whatever the future brings, I hope I can make it work somehow. No, I know I can.
So that's your answer.
I guess so. But I've always been like this ever since I was a kid.
I'm starting to understand why you don't generate any malevolence.
So I want everyone not to worry and to just go do what they need to do. Pow! But I don't mean like, see ya, have fun, I'll be over here. I promise I'm with the rest of you guys for the long haul.
Don't you think it would be better to tell that to everyone, not just me? After all, I'm sure Edna and Zavid would take no small amount of inspiration from it.
I don't know, it'd be weird to walk up to them and be like, I am here, we are friends.
Probably true.
Sheesh, you women folks sure are complicated. But then, that's part of the appeal.
Are you just stupid?
Yep, big old stupid Ed. The type who can't do anything but believe in the one way he's found to get stuff done.
What makes you believe in it?
I just have a need to protect the pride of my friends and fellow Seraphim. No one becomes a Hellion because they want to. But when you turn into one, you know what that means, right? So that's why I end it for them, for the sake of their pride.
And you think that saves them?
Who knows? That's something they get to ponder after death, in their own personal afterlife.
Huh. How gallant of you. So that must be what makes you so...
attractive? Ow! Hey! Knock it off! Don't you all have one more thing you need to brace yourselves for?
It'll depend on what Saray does with Mautellus after we take down Heldolf. But you know what? That's alright. I'm prepared. No matter what he decides, I'm willing to accept it.
Gotta say, I think your resolve wins out over mine. I don't even know if I could do that. Just look on silently while one of our own suffers in agony.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much about that. We're all in this together till the very end.
So, if Zavid's quivering in fear, you'll be there to give him a gentle hug, right?
Gross.
Well, if my saying something is enough to cheer those two up, it might be worth it after all.
It's enough to have someone to lend you a kind word. After all, that's what friends and comrades are for. But Rose, if you don't mind, may I ask what prompted you to bring all this up?
I just kind of thought you and I might have sort of been thinking about stuff along the same lines. I just wanted to tell you, you don't have to carry it all by yourself. Huh? What? Did I say something funny?
The two of us really are more alike than we realize. We commit to things, we decide on what role we're gonna play, without really consulting with anyone else.
Oh, now that you mention it... So that's why I felt like we might be sharing the same thoughts. We're the same, independent women.
Rose, I must thank you. I feel like a great load has been taken off my mind.
Really? Hey, cool beans.
I'm profoundly grateful to whatever twist of fate brought us together.
You really are a drama queen, Lila.
Aw, Rose!
right, come on. We got some friends to go cheer up.
There's something I learned from this journey. Some stars you can't see, and because you can't see them, you think they're not shining. But they are.
It turned out that there were a lot of stars that we couldn't see from our home in Elysia.
Once people notice the stars, they start to understand just how brilliantly they shine. Just like how Alicia finally got a sense of what Seraphim were truly like the first time she heard your voices.
That was a trip. You should have seen your face.
I was really excited back then. It gave me hope that one day other humans might be able to talk to the Seraphim.
But even then, you had to cut off your senses and hold your... Oh, I see. You were actually contemplating what you'll do after the last battle.
Yeah. If I let myself become a vessel for Mautellus and shut off all my senses, we might be able to spread that power throughout the entire continent of Glenwood. If it works, and that's a big if, the Squire ought to be able to wield power like mine, even if she doesn't possess natural ability on par with a shepherd.
So long as you entrusted all of your senses to the Squire, it's not out of the question. And we might be able to grow the ranks of squires who could help us. Just think of Alicia. It's arguably a more constructive approach than just waiting for another shepherd to appear.
Exactly.
But you understand the implications, don't you?
Yeah. Until the squires can quell enough of the Earth's malevolence to let Mautellus's natural purification take over, I would need to wait and sleep.
By bonding with Mautellus, you'll be abandoned in time. It could take years. It could take centuries. And even if humans appear who can see and talk to Seraphim, there's no guarantee they'll choose the path of coexistence.
I believe in them.
What about your dream? Weren't you going to go off exploring ruins around the world?
My dream will live on, so long as I don't forget.
Very well.
Thank you, Mikleo.
You're like prototypically stupid.
It's not so much that guys are stupid. It's just that the ladies are too smart.
What's that, your philosophy?
Huh. Looks like the gang's all here.
I suppose you were all listening to us then?
Yes.
I may not be Edna, but you really are...
Totally...
stupid.
Let's head out.
Huh? We're not waiting till morning?
No farewells to Alicia or anyone?
I'd like to set out under these stars tonight, so that every time I gaze up at the night sky, I can remember this very day.
Guess we've got our own romantic right here.
You think so?
So what's up? Are we going?
Yeah.
To the last battle.
Yeah.
All right then. No doubts, no regrets.
Let's go.
You're not worried about Alicia and the others?
Not at all. Sergei and Lucas are with her.
Our next destination is Alicia.
Yeah. There should be a passage that leads to Camlon where Maltellus is waiting.
What are we gonna tell Gramps?
Let's just not tell him.
Saray!
There's no need. It's not like we'll never see him again.
You're right. Let's do this.